Alright guys, Iron J here, and today we're hitting some back and some biceps. I just finished off with some heavy rows. Thought I'd get a little pump before I start this intro. So I'm showing you guys the workout from the beginning. Let's get this.
Alright people, so the first exercise we jumped it off with face pulls, superset with single arm dumbbell rows. Now this is a variation of face pulls you can do at home with a resistance band. Just attach the resistance band to a wall or a pole or a gate like I've done here. What you do is you sit down on the floor. That eliminates the momentum, makes the exercise a bit more difficult than it usually would be by using a resistance band. And on the rows here, so on the rows this was the first big heavy exercise we did, so we went heavy as possible. We started off with around 30 kg, then we went up to 40 and then straight up to 60. Now the lightest sets, we count them as warm-up sets. Those aren't working sets. So if you've been training a while, you would understand this. All the lightest sets is just to build up to that heavier weight. So the working sets we did were with around 60 kg, and we got 2 extra reps than we did last week. So we got about 6 reps last week, and we got 8 reps on this workout right here. And just that little progression, those little extra reps, or just increasing the weight by 1 or 2 kg, that's how you progress, people. You can't make any big jumps on the weight or big jumps. It just doesn't work like that unless you're taking enhancements, unless you're on some shit, you know. So in total we did about 3 working sets, and that's 3 sets with 60. Those are the sets that count, people. The sets before that are just warm-up sets. So be sure not to make the mistake of counting your warm-up sets as working sets. Now as you progress in bodybuilding, strength training, any kind of weight training, your warm-ups do tend to get a bit longer. But trust me guys, it's essential to warm up, especially if you're training outside like this. It takes longer. Luckily this wasn't a bad day, the weather wasn't too bad, it wasn't too cold, so we got warm a bit quicker than we usually do. And this is me hitting one of the heaviest sets, and this shit is super tough guys. And if you want big forearms, this is another way to get big forearms. Notice we're not using straps. This really strengthens your grip strength guys, especially doing one arm at a time. So if you want good grip strength, this is a great way to get it, people. Now we really should have wore a belt on these heaviest sets, but I guess we were feeling good this day, so we didn't. Obviously the form isn't 100% controlled. Bear in mind guys, this is a heavy weight. So what we do is we do heavy weight, the form might not be as good, and then after that we do a strict movement. That's to ensure we get those quality reps in. Now I think this is one of the final sets, so by the 3rd set we were pretty, you know, you get a bit more fatigued as you go, especially in these home workouts guys. But I hope everyone's been training at home, especially in the UK since the gym's been closed for a while. It's super tough to keep your strength up, it's super tough to keep your endurance up. So prompts to anyone out there, putting the work in, grinding. And if you're not grinding, you can always get a trainer, get a coach. That's what I'm here for, man. So if you guys are interested in that, be sure to shoot me an email. Put email in the link in the description. I'm also going to put the full workout in the description below of the video. And this is one of my boy Cones' last sets. So obviously like here the form isn't perfect either, but trust me guys, this is how you progress. You got to sacrifice form here and there. So here you get the stricter movement. We did strict dumbbell rows on the bench, just like this. So you want to put the bench on an incline level. You want to get that deep stretch and that deep contraction on the way up. And we supersetted this with resistance band pullovers. So this is very similar to cable pullovers you would do in the gym. Only difference is, again, you're going to do these on your knees. What this does is eliminates momentum. So we did 3 working sets of this, 12 reps, 12 to 15 reps on the dumbbell rows, and then 12 to 15 reps on the resistance band pullovers. This is a great superset guys. It's a great way to get that deep stretch in your lats, in your mid back. Definitely give it a go if you're at home trying to hit back. Think about training in these conditions at home. You definitely want to train a lot higher volume than you would training in the gym. And that's purely because you probably don't have the same amount of equipment and you don't have high enough weights to train at low volume. So even with me, I got a lot of weights. I got a lot of weight there on those dumbbells, but still I'm training high volume to keep my endurance up and just keep the overall workload, the energy output high. And that's going to keep you lean and keep you growing, guys. Now, for those of you wondering, at the moment, I'm on a fat loss plan. I'm cutting down, so volume is obviously going to be higher than usual anyway. And right now, yeah, I'm trying to get a bit leaner before gyms do open up. It has been announced and it's going to be around the 12th of April. So hopefully the government doesn't fuck us all up and they do actually open up. But yeah, so this is one of the heaviest steps. So you see right here, my back is completely contracting at the top. And this is how you want to do it. You really want to squeeze on this movement. This movement is not so much about the weight as the first heavy movement. Remember, guys, there's a time and a place to go heavy, and there's a time and a place to focus on the contraction, focus on that deep squeeze, that deep stretch. By the way, guys, comment below what's the first thing you guys want to train when gyms do open up in the UK. Anyone from the UK watching my videos, comment below what's the first thing you girls want to train. Yeah, so this is one of Cones', I think it's one of his last sets we recorded here. And yeah, it gets brutal going in like midway through this workout. Luckily, my endurance has gotten better. I've been doing a lot of cardio during this cut. If I was going to recommend how much cardio you guys should do during a cut, I would say build it up slowly. You know, maybe start with 20 minutes and 30 and then 40, depending on how it goes. You never want to work harder than if you're seeing results. Say if your weight is going down and it continues to go down, don't increase your cardio, don't decrease your food unless your weight stops moving, guys. So next exercise, what we did is shrugs. We went for 15 solid reps. We did 3 sets, 15 reps. We do these sitting down just because we don't have that much weight to do, you know, ones where you stand up and just to slap on so much weight on the barbells like you would usually do. So we done them sitting down. What this also does is it again eliminates momentum, guys. Keep track how many times I say that. But yeah, so this eliminates momentum and it's a great way to get a deeper contraction at the top. What I like to do is lean slightly forward and put my neck forward to get that deep contraction. If you look here, what happens is your neck actually stops you from contracting your traps all the way up, down. What you want to try to do is put your neck just slightly forward, just like I'm doing right here. And I believe, yeah, this is Cones' set, and he does. It depends, you know, it depends how forward you want to put your neck. I kind of lean my whole body forward on the sitting down ones. Kind of like you're doing a row almost, but you're rowing with your traps, right? And then the next exercise, what we did, we jumped it up with some pull-ups. Now obviously, working out at home, you guys, I'm sure a lot of you got this kind of tiny pull-up bar. It's not the best, but it does the job. So we had to take the workout inside from here. And we did pull-ups with chains around our neck just to make it more intense. You know, if you've been doing pull-ups for a couple of months now at your home, they probably are pretty easy to use. So what you guys can always do is try add a little bit more weight, maybe get some ankle weights. We preferably use chains. Each of these chains weigh around 10 or 20 kg. And what we did here, we actually drop setted this. So we got about 5 to 6 reps. We were pretty fatigued at this point, and what we did, we dropped the chains, as you see I'm about to do right here, and then we squeezed out as many reps as we could get. Now, I think I only got 1 or 2 or 3 reps, just because by this point, your muscles, you've reached failure of your lats, you've reached failure in the muscles, and you definitely want to go to failure through some sets. You do, not all the sets, but definitely some of them through your workout. And for this exercise, we aimed for 3 sets of 12, but honestly, with those chains around the neck, we only got about 6 to 8 reps, and we just drop setted it and tried to do as many reps as we could. So we took 2 of those sets to failure, and the first set was just with the chains. So this is a great way to get that. You definitely want to get that one vertical movement in your back. Alright, so we finished off with some biceps. Obviously, you definitely want to get that bicep work in. So what we did was we done 3 sets of dumbbell curls. What I did was I did regular supinated dumbbell curls, and my boy Cones, he did hammer curls. And that's really just because we're both trying to work on our weak points. My inner head of my bicep is a bit of a weak point. His outer head is a bit more of a weak point than his inner head. So it just depends. Sometimes you've got to look at yourself, look at the angles, and look at what you might need to work on more. If you really want to make progress in your physique, guys and girls, you definitely want to look at it like sculpting your body, almost like an art, right? So that's the kind of mindset I kind of have towards it. That's the kind of mindset I like to apply in my workouts and in my training regimen. So the final exercise we actually did, we finished off with 21 reps in total, just to burn out the biceps completely, just finish them off. We've done about 2 sets. This was a great finisher. Hope you guys enjoyed this workout, people. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, be sure to follow my Instagram. I'll put a link to that also in the description below. So thanks for watching, guys. Enjoy the rest of the video. I'm out.